Now, how do we convert from base 10 to another base? So as we were using in the previous session, when we were converting from the Mayan, or from Hindu-Arabic towards to Babylonian or to Mayan, we were using continuous division. So in converting from base 10 to another base, we will also be using that method, successive or continuous division process. So in this particular example, we are converting 219, that's a base 10 numeral, to base 4. That's why your divisors here are 4. So let me just show the process. 219 divided 4 is 54. The quotient is 54, and you have a remainder of 3. You just write the remainder on the side. Now, dividing that again to 4, still your divisor. 54 divided 4 is 13. In this case, or you have a remainder of 2. 13 that can still be divided by 4. So 4, or rather 13 divided by 4 is equivalent to 3, the quotient of 3, since 4 times 3 is 12, and you of course have a remainder of 1. So the quotients, the last quotient here, which is 3, and the remainders are important because this will tell you what's the numeral in the base 4. How do you write it in base 4 numeral? So the arrow is from here to up. That will tell you the sequence of the numerals in base 4. So 219 is equivalent to 3123. 3123 subscript 4. So that means your last quotient would be the leftmost digit followed by the remainders going up. So you have the 1, the 2, and the topmost remainder, which is 3 in this case. That is the last or the rightmost digit here in the ones. That would be in the ones. This remainder is the ones. Is in the ones place value, subscript 4. So here are more examples. 5,821, you would like to convert that to base 3 and base 16. So of course, if you will convert to a much smaller base, in this case 3, your successive division would be a bit longer since you also have a large base 10 numeral. So 5,821 divided 3, you will have 19,000 or 1,943s in that numeral and a remainder of 1. So if you do the successive division, you will be getting these remainders and the last quotient, which is 2. So again, you just write it upwards in that sequence. So 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, and 1, subscript 3. So remember, base 3 means you only use 0, 1, and 2 as your numerals. Base 16, since you have a larger divisor, you will be getting shorter successive division. So there are 363 16s in 500 or 5,821 and a remainder of 13. You will also be getting larger remainders in this case. You have 22 16s in 363 and with a remainder of 11. And in this case, if you divide 22 by 16, you would get a quotient of 1 and a remainder of 6. 16 plus 6, that should be 22. Remember, in the base 16, you would have to convert some of the numerals or some of the numbers into letter symbols. So 11 is B from the base 16 and 13 is D from the base 16. So 5821 is 16BD subscript 16. Okay, let us try this one for the sake of illustration. So what we have here is 1952, and we want to convert it to base 5 and base 12. So 1952, let's do base 5 first. Okay, so let me show the division here. I think we can divide by 19. 19 we can divide by 5, 3, since 15. 19 minus 15 is 4. Let's bring down 5. 45 can be divided by 5, which is 9. 9 times 5, that's 45. So you're getting a 0 here. Bring down 2. So your quotient is 390. There are 395s in 1952 plus a remainder of 2. Let's put that here. Remainder of 2. Now, in this time, we have to divide 390 by 5. We can divide 39 by 5. 35. So 5 times 7, 35. 9 minus 5 is 4. So 40. 5 times 8 is 40. So you don't have a remainder this time. 78. There are 78 fives in 390. A remainder of 0. So we can still divide 78 by 5. 7 can be divided by 5. So 7 minus 5 is 2. 28 can be divided by 5. 5 times 5, that's 25. Remainder of 3. So 25, or rather 15. 15 divided by 5, or 78 divided by 5 is equal to 15, a quotient of 15, and a remainder of 3. Now again, 15 can still be divided by 5. We know that the quotient is 3, and your remainder for that is 0. 3 times 5 is 15. Let's be guided by the arrow. Okay, so our answer, 1952, is equivalent to 3030 and 2 subscript 5. Okay, let me just give myself some space by erasing this so we can convert this numeral to base 12 also. So 1952, continuous division using 12 as a divisor. 1952 divide 12. Let's divide 19, so that's 1. 19 divide minus 12, 7. Let's bring down 5, 75. 12 times 6 is 72. So 3, 75 minus 2, that's 3. Let's bring down 2. 12 times 2 is 24. 12 times 3, that's already 36. So let's use 12 times 2. 2 times 12 is 24. 32 minus 24 is 8. So as it turns out, there are 162 12s in 1952 and a remainder of 8. 1000 or 162 this time will be divided by 12. 16 can be divided by 12. So 16 minus 12 is 4, correct? Let's bring down 2. 12 times 4 is already 48. So let's use 12 times 3. 3 times 12 is 36. 6. um, a difference of 6, 42, between 42 and 36. Okay, so there are 13 12s in 162 plus 6. Of course, 13 can still be divided by 12, but there are only 12 ang kayang ilaman ng 13, and your remainder will be 1. So, 1952 is equivalent to 1168 base 12 if we do the continuous division.